Welcome back, dear subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Head to Heart Podcast. And thank you for subscribing. It's a big deal. It's a big honor. So thank you for doing that. I am thrilled to be introducing Jennifer. You have two middle names, right?
I do.
What are they?
Juliana Bonnie.
Okay. Jennifer Juliana Bonnie Albright. And Jennifer, it is my joy to have you on this episode. It's your first one. You're an episode virgin. Until today. So
No longer.
So why don't you introduce yourself, what you do, how long we've been friends, whatever else you want to add.
Yeah, my name's Jennifer Albright. I have been working as a Montessori teacher this past year for student teaching, and I've known Jenny going on 5 years now. We met in college, and yeah.
I think it's pretty easy to be like, we met 5 years ago and we became friends 5 years ago because we lived in the same hall, in the same dorm, so it wasn't, and then I think you were one of the first people I hung out with after moving to college, so it's like, yeah, that's when we met and became friends. There's not a big gap in between. There's maybe like a couple day gap in between those two things. Well, we are sharing this episode because Jennifer Juliana Bonnie Albright is the best gift giver I've ever met. That's a really big statement. So let me just no. That's a really big thing to say about someone. I don't know if you, dear listener, listening to this, can think of someone that you're like, yeah, this person has given the best gifts I've ever received. But let me tell you why. So, became friends 5 years ago and met 5 years ago. So I think the next holiday after that was Christmas. Jennifer Albright gave me My Big Fat Greek Wedding on DVD for Christmas. And when I got that present from her, I was like, first of all, wow, you thought of me to give me a Christmas present. How sweet. And then second of all, I thought to myself, this woman listens to every word I say. Because I just kept talking about how much I love My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And then, I think, on my birthday after Christmas, you gave me My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 on DVD, which was genius. Didn't you buy them at the same time or something?
I think so. I can't remember anymore.
I think you told me, like, yeah, I bought them at the same time, and then I just spread them out to give them to you on Christmas and your birthday. And again, I was like, how thoughtful. And then I think, I don't remember what the next gift was for. Maybe it was for the next Christmas or something like that. Or maybe it was like before we went home for the summer, the next year. I don't remember. Maybe it was Valentine's Day. I don't know. But she gave me this little necklace, and you also gave our friend Emma this necklace too. So you presented it at the same time. And I haven't told you this yet, so I'm telling you why I love that gift so much now. Is that this necklace came in this really cute little drawstring bag. It's like a cloth green and tan drawstring bag. So, of course, I use the necklace and wear it, but then guess what I use the bag for now?
I don't know. What do you use it for?
I use it to put my menstrual cup in. It's the perfect size.
Yeah.
It's a perfect size. Once I wash out my menstrual cup and I'm done using it, I put it back in there. It sits there till the next month when I need it. It's perfect. And it's like breathable. I know you didn't plan that ahead of time, unless you did.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. That would have been very clever. And this is the perfect size for their menstrual cups. Yeah. It's just, I know you didn't plan that, but so useful. Wow. So I thought, wow, how practical, how cute. It was like something I liked and wear. The necklace, not the bag. And so, again, well done. 5 stars. Then last but not least, when Jennifer spent 16 months in Slovenia, she came back this last January. She came back and gave me this little gift. Again, how thoughtful. Not my birthday, not Christmas. But she gave me this little gift, and it was like a 4-pack of different flavored honeys from Slovenia. Now, I don't think Jennifer knew this already, but my small group I was leading at the time, when she came back from Slovenia, was called the Honeybees. And it was so perfect. It just went along, yeah.
Yeah, I think you told me that after the fact, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When I got the honey.
And you said that Slovenia is like the capital for honeybees or something?
Yeah, they have like the most beekeepers per capita in the world. So like honey is really, yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
That's phenomenal. That just makes me think it's such an eco-friendly place. And I just want to go there and experience everything. Mm-hmm. So those are examples. This is why Jennifer Albright is the best gift giver I've ever met. And of course, Merry Christmas to you all. She's coming on here to tell us how to become a better gift giver to others. It's an art. It's an art. So thank you so much for being willing to talk about this, Jennifer, because
of course.
Me and many other people, we need help. I feel very lost sometimes, especially for family members. I don't know why exactly, because I know my family members well. But friends, okay, I could kind of figure out maybe a good gift. Some I'll be uncertain, but most of them I'll be okay. But family members are especially difficult for me. I don't know why. It's just a whole nother ball game. So, first of my many questions. Does gift giving come easily to you, or do you feel like you need to work at it or got better at it over time?
I think it comes easier now. It kind of comes back to like what I feel like one of my like life values or goals is to be intentional, and I think that's part of like being intentional in relationships is like seeking ways to bless them, and one way of being able to do that is giving gifts. And so I think it's something that like I've like worked on like I don't know, becoming better at, or like the more you do it, I think the better you do become at something. So I think it's the same way even with giving gifts, is like practice makes better.
Yeah, not perfect.
Not perfect, just but better.
Better. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Do you feel like your bonus? Sorry. I might be throwing questions at you that I didn't ask you ahead of time.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Do you feel like your family is also good at giving gifts? Did you learn anything from them? They will not be listening to this. They're not subscribers, so feel free to say whatever you want.
That's a good question. I think, I think sometimes they are, and I'll give maybe some more examples later on of like ways that I feel like they've really have given good gifts, or like they are probably the ones that know me the best, right? And so like they know what my interests are and what things. So I think in that way maybe have learned of like how can I like best give a gift towards someone's interest in what they would like, versus me just giving a random gift. Like what is something that they'll actually enjoy, and like what, you know, maybe it'll is something that they can use, or that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, are you as comfortable receiving gifts as you are giving gifts? I have no idea what you're going to say, so go ahead. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think I am. I mean, I do enjoy giving gifts. I also enjoy receiving gifts. I think sometimes maybe, and this is weird, like I love to give like random gifts to people, like, you know, maybe when it's on a holiday, like, oh, I see something and I thought of you and I wanted to give this to you. Or even, this isn't a gift, but like, you know, I felt like I like write a note of encouragement or like something like that, to be able to bless someone with. And so, yeah. Where was I going with that?
Are you more comfortable?
Train is, yeah. I think, am I more comfortable giving gifts than receiving? Yeah. I think it's probably around the same. I think, like, is it, when it's, like, as a random gift, I feel maybe a pressure to, like, give a gift, which I never want to have on someone else. So it's something I have to remind myself of, like, I wouldn't have that expectation for someone else. So just because they gave me something randomly doesn't mean I have to reciprocate. Yeah, that's where I was going with that. Yeah. Came back to me.
The train has left the station and then made the loop and came back. That's good. So help us all out here. What are the qualities of a good gift? what makes it like, yeah, that was solid. It wasn't just something you randomly picked up last minute because you forgot a gift in the first place. What makes it a good gift?
Yeah. I think one is just, like, is it, like, intentional and thoughtful towards, like, wow, this person really knows me and they, like, knew that this would be something that I liked. Mm-hmm. And I think part of that for me is, like, I love, like, the 5 love languages. There's 5, right?
Yeah, there's 5. Right?
Yeah. And so just, like, yeah, is it something, like, do they love quality time? Is it something that I can invite them to maybe go to a meal with and pay for their meal, or into a coffee? Is it, like, words of encouragement, like writing that note with a gift?
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, so things like that. And then also with interests, like, do they love to have art, like, do art? And, like, maybe I could give them some art supplies that I know they could use. Or do they really enjoy sports? And then I could give something related to that, or maybe they so kind of towards interests, I think, a lot. And then also I think being aware of, like, when you're in a relationship with them, obviously you're talking with them, so, like, are things coming up, maybe
what
there's
do they
something
talk about
that
all the time? My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah, and I think that's how I knew you liked it. I think you had, like, dressed up.
Oh yeah, for Halloween. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's all flooding back. For Halloween that year, I dressed up as Yaya for my Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I was like, this girl loves My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I have to
okay, maybe it wasn't, like, so amazing that you caught on to that. It's like, oh, so intuitive. That's funny.
Yeah.
So with the 5 love languages, what popped into my mind is what would you give a gift to someone whose physical touch, and that's their top one?
Yeah.
Like yourself.
I thought about that, because that is one of my
What would you give yourself?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah. I mean, I think there's obviously, like, I don't know, you can't really give it, like, so specific towards physical touch. I mean, it's not a gift, but obviously they're going to enjoy a hug. Or, like...
You know what? They might enjoy a coupon for a massage.
Yeah.
A free massage.
Mm-hmm. Like, soft blankets or anything. You know, like, anything that, like, they can, like, use in that way. Let's use socks.
That's smart. Yeah. Anything that would facilitate
physical touch.
So, like, a cuddly blanket that's really big. So you can share with another person.
There you go.
Pretty good. Pretty smart.
There you go. Catching on.
This is getting easier. Practice makes better. So, when you're looking for a gift for someone, let's say their birthday or a holiday is coming up, so a gift is tradition or normal to give at that time, what are the steps that you take while you're looking for that gift for them? Just take us through the steps your brain automatically goes through, because they are not so automatic for everyone.
That's interesting, because I don't know if I have, like, some, like, steps that I can distinguish. I think what I do at, like, Christmas time is, like, I'll write a list of, like, these are the people, like, I would like to get gifts for this Christmas. And then I'll start maybe even in, like, November, like, as I'm shopping or looking around, or, like, starting to think about these people, like, that I would like to get a gift for. Like, what are some things that, like, pop to my mind, and I'll, like, put them, like, write them down as ideas, and then, like, from that start to, like, gather them. I'm definitely, like, I like to plan ahead in that, so not to be, like, stressed at the last minute. That is, like, something that I've been able to think through, and, like, is this something I really think that they would enjoy? And yeah, so I think, like, just going ahead of time helps with the process, so you're not feeling rushed. And then just spending a few minutes to just think about that person, like, what is something I think they would enjoy, what is something in conversation that's come up that I'm like, they mentioned that they really need this thing, or that they would like this thing, and maybe even I'm shopping with them and I notice they gravitate towards something that they would like, but, you know, didn't want to buy for themselves or whatever. So just, like, making those mental notes, like, writing down some notes with that.
Do you have a note in your phone that you...
Yeah, I'll just use notes in my phone.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have it with me all the time.
Exactly.
So I can add to it.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I've run into this issue personally. Maybe I'm just asking for a friend. But sometimes I think to myself, with gifts I receive and gifts that I give, there's this balance between practical and heartfelt. And I really worry sometimes. Okay, yeah, it is about me. It's not for a friend. All right, I'm exposed. I'm exposed to everyone. Sometimes I worry, like, is this too practical or is this too heartfelt? Like, practical would be like, oh, I know they need more socks. Like, they've told me they need more socks.
Yeah.
So I literally just get them socks. But then I think, oh, maybe I shouldn't get them socks because that doesn't really, that doesn't say, I really care about you. I appreciate you so much, because it's just something of their basic needs.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, I never want to get someone something that they'll never use, even if it is super duper heartfelt. I just struggle with that balance. Do you struggle with that balance? How do you keep that balance?
Yeah, it is kind of a struggle, and I think it, like, depends on the person that you're giving it to. Is it, like, because sometimes, like, if they've expressed they need socks, it'll be really they'll feel like it's really thoughtful that you had thought of them and given them that thing that they had expressed they needed. But depending on, I guess, what the gift is for, too. You could always, like, add in some things that maybe they really like chocolate, and you could put some chocolate
and socks.
Yeah,
I wouldn't complain.
Socks.
Yeah, that'd be a good gift.
So you could just add, like, a little extra something else that they would also enjoy, and that's more of, like, a fun gift than just something that's useful. And I think, too, like, some people like more of a sentimental gifts. Like, I'm a fairly sentimental person, and I love pictures, and so, like, this last Christmas, my sister knows that, and so she made me a photo album of a trip that we had taken together when she came to visit me. And yeah, so I love that gift, and it's something that I, like, always, I'll keep and be able to, like, look back on and have those memories printed, because a lot of times, like, now we have our pictures on our phones and we don't always have them with us. But so I think knowing the person, like, some people don't really like sentimental gifts, that they would really prefer things to be more practical and, like, what's something that I can actually use. So I think, I guess it takes a little bit of knowing the person you're giving to and which one they go towards. Sentimental is harder if you don't know the person as much, just, like, what is going to be sentimental to them. So you have to know the person fairly well to
That's true.
be able to give that type of gift. But
So in people that you don't know very well, sometimes we need to get gifts for people we don't know very well yet. Like, let's say someone gets married in your family, so now they're coming to Christmas, and you don't know what to get your brother or your brother's wife or your sister's husband or whoever. You don't really know them as well. What do you do in those situations? How do you do that?
I really would ask people around them. Like, maybe I would ask them, my, like, sister or brother, that like, what are some interests or what are the things that this person would like as a gift. Because especially, like, if I know nothing about them, it's hard for me to, like, it's hard for anyone to be able to be like, what should I get that person? And then I think, too, there's just some gifts that are like, oh, is it a boy or a girl? And, like, what are some things that a boy typically likes? What are some things that a girl typically likes? And then also gift cards are a really good,
That's true.
like, to, like, oh, maybe, I really know that they like to go eat out at this restaurant, or they like to shop here, which it's not, that gift isn't as thoughtful because it's just a gift card, but it is helpful until you get to know a person more, that they actually are able to get something that they would want. Yeah.
I think it's two different stories. If you get someone a gift card, that's, like, one of those, you can use this anywhere, or it has that long list on the back of, like, you could use this at any of these restaurants or any of this place. And then a gift card that is to a place they like. I feel like that says two different things. Yeah. A gift card for anywhere literally is like, I don't know you. Listen, I don't. Happy birthday. Okay, what if we really can't afford to get a gift card? What if the budget is tight or non-existent? What do you do when you're, like, let's say you have a really big family, but your budget is below zero? What do you do?
Yeah. this actually brings me to something that my family's decided to do this Christmas. So we are doing either thrifted gifts or homemade. And so, like, those are, like, which typically, I mean, you can find at a thrift store for inexpensive, or homemade, like, maybe you can learn a craft that doesn't need a lot of, like, startup funds, I guess, to, like, start learning it and have a friend that knows knitting or crocheting or, you know, that can teach you some of those things. And those could be gifts that you could make and give. I think homemade, I mean, obviously it takes a lot more time and less money, but, like, I think they are very thoughtful. And then thrifted, like, a lot of times you can even find things that are, like, brand new at thrift stores. So, like, it's still really nice, like, quality, and, like, it's still, like, it hasn't been used before. And so, like, for a discounted price, you can find things that are still in good condition.
You also just never know what you're going to find at a thrift store. So you could really score something big for, like, $2 or $3. Yeah. I feel like I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. How did your family decide to do that this year?
I think it's been something we've talked about in previous years, and it was my mom's idea, and I think it's just a culmination of, like, okay, we have too many things, and we're also, like, spending too much at Christmas, so, like, let's just downsize this, bring it back, and, like, let's just, you know, like, I don't know, like, not, have fun with just giving smaller gifts and not feeling we have to, like, always give more.
That could allow you to, like, focus on other things during Christmas too.
Which is, like, too, like, what is Christmas really about? And so, like, being able to focus on that and be together as family, not be so focused on all, like, these gifts that we're giving, but, like, it's still fun to give gifts, and so we're, like, still gonna do that, but not having to, like, spend a bunch at Christmas, so which has been fun. And I've already actually bought, like, 3 gifts for Christmas.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
No.
Okay, I know this is a Christmas episode. Merry Christmas, everyone. We are recording this in advance. It's not even Halloween yet. You're a maniac.
Yeah, I mean, I went thrifting the other day, and I found things, and I was like, this is for this person.
Okay, you just saw the thing, thought of the person, and then bought it.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart at a thrift store, because there's not going to be, like, another one, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm beyond impressed, actually. You know what happens? So, Joseph, my husband, for anyone who doesn't know, what happens with him is that he's a pretty good gift giver, and if he sees a gift and is like, oh, Jenny would like that, he usually picks it up and then gives it to me randomly, and that's, like, so thoughtful. But I don't feel as confident in my gift giving abilities, so what I do is I'll find a gift, and depending on if it's online or in person, so if it's in person, I'll buy it, and if it's online, I'll bookmark it so I can buy it later, and I save it to give it to him at Christmas or his birthday, because I think to myself, I may not be able to find such a good gift for Christmas or his birthday. So, I spread them apart, and then the other day he asked me, like, why I do that. Because I was like, because I'm not confident I'm going to find another gift. So, I have recently broken out of that, and I was like, I found something that I thought he'd like, and I was like, it's okay if I want to buy that now and give it to him. I can find something else. So I took that risk. It paid off. It was good.
Great.
And with your help, I will hopefully find a gift to top that for Christmas. So that's been my method. I'm breaking out of my shell, though. Have you ever been to a white elephant party?
I have.
And what did you do for that? I feel at a loss for those sometimes.
Yeah.
Just depending on who's there. So.
Yeah. It's hard, because I think sometimes white elephants are, like, the, like, crazy, like, bring a weird gift type thing.
Give me, like, a gag gift.
Yeah, which I think is what white elephant is technically. And then sometimes I've been to white elephant, and people literally give, like, a Secret Santa gift. Or, you know, like, something that's, like, an actual nice gift that people would want. And yeah, so sometimes it's hard. It's like, which one is it gonna be? I really struggle with the, like, white elephant as being, like, a crazy random non-useful thing. Because then you're like, okay, I'm gonna spend money to get get this other gift that I'm probably just gonna donate,
Throw away.
or throw away.
Yeah, I feel like you just
And so
waste
you're like,
money and waste someone else's money.
Was that actually fun? I don't know.
So was that supposed to be fun?
But I have done. There's one white elephant gift that I really enjoyed. Well, I found these. I was in charge of planning the white elephant, so it was supposed to be $5 and either thrifted or homemade, or like something that you already had.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had found at a thrift store these like clogs, like Dutch like looking.
That's so funny.
And I was like, these are so fun.
Oh my gosh.
And I got that, and then I think I did put like a chocolate bar with it, just so like it'd be something that's also useful or enjoyable versus just like random
clogs.
But the person who got it like absolutely loved them and like hung them in her room.
Get out. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. So I mean, sometimes like the random gifts I guess do pay off, but I always tend to go more towards a practical side, or at least add something to it that would be enjoyable for the person, not something that they would just like throw away or not ever use.
That's smart. I can't believe she hung them on her wall. That's hilarious. Yeah. I feel like I would definitely keep clogs too, because that's just funny.
Yeah.
When you said that, I just pictured Emma Green receiving that gift for some reason. And I would just love to see her reaction. That's probably why. She'd be like, thank you.
I don't even know what she'd do. She would.
I don't know. We'd be like, put them on. Put them on. And she'd be like, no. Okay. I saved this question for second to last because I have a specific last question, but this one I feel like is the hardest of them all. The most difficult to answer. It's that family member that's the hardest to shop for. I don't know if everyone feels the same way as I do about this, but, you know, I feel like dads, fathers, men, maybe not all men, specifically dads, I feel like they're really hard to shop for. I really have a hard time thinking of what would my dad like? What would my dad find useful? I don't know why that is exactly, but what do you do for your dad? What do you think is good general gifts for dads?
Yeah. I think it also goes back to like interests and like trying to like see, like you said, like sometimes it's hard to like find out, and they probably have had an interest in something and have, you know, for a long time that they don't really need more of that.
Yeah, you don't want to get them duplicates or anything. They're like, I already have this.
Like, they already have their toolbox. They already have, like, all of these things. I guess for me, my dad was really into hunting and fishing, and so typically I would give something around those two things. So, like, maybe those maybe is hard in that area, because some of those things, too, are things that you'll, like, use up, or, like, like a tackle, like, sometimes if you need more of it.
Okay, so you'd get him more of the things he needed for those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think too, like, I mean, maybe not all dads are like this, but I know my dad always really appreciated like anything we made growing up, and so like making a homemade gifts, or like I would like maybe make cookies, or like cookies that I knew he really liked. I would like wrap up, and like that's that would cute. Even be like growing up, like little things like that. And so now maybe it would be looking like, just.
He's not going to hear this, so feel free to say anything. What are you going to give him this year?
Yeah, I mean, like, he has his, like, office, where he has, like, different pictures and, like, what's the word?
What is that noise?
I'm not sure. It's probably the heater.
Oh, it almost sounded like it's raining outside. Anyway, whatever. Keep going.
Soon it'll be snowing.
I know.
Then it'll be
and
Christmas.
I just love how snow is silent. That's the weird thing, is that you could look outside and it's like a huge blizzard, and then you go outside, it's completely silent, unless there's wind blowing. But rain is so loud. Anyway, I love snow. Continue. Keep going about your father.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just things that are, that you know that they will like. I don't know, dads are hard.
Yeah.
And I think, hard. And yeah, like you said, men in general.
The thing is,
girls are just so easy. Maybe it's because we are girls. That
I don't know. Maybe
more natural.
Okay. Maybe taking what you said earlier. What does your dad talk about? What does he say a lot of words about? Maybe he doesn't say a lot of words at all. I don't know. My struggle was in previous years, I would just be like, I don't know, and then I'd get him a tie. And I was like, how many ties can you get a man? Like, seriously. And he'd wear them, so I assume he liked them, but it's like, I don't want to just keep giving you a tie. Last year was the first year I felt like I really scored because my dad is always the one who does the dishes. So I found this thing, I think, at a thrift store that it was... People know what these are. It's like the little hand scrub that has soap built into it. So you just kind of squeeze it and then more soap comes out. So you don't have to keep putting the whole soap bottle. And you save soap like that. So I was like, yes, this is it. He's going to use this almost every day. So that was the time I was like, yes, I've done well. Mm-hmm. Well done. Good and faithful servant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I observed my dad always does the dishes.
Yeah.
Now I need to come up with something for this year because I can't get him that again.
Yeah. I think, too, like, it's harder now that we have several years that we've moved out of the house. Like, we haven't been around our parents and our dads, especially, like, as much as we were growing up. And so I think sometimes we'll ask my mom, like, what are things that my dad needs or wants, or, like, what would be a good gift for him. Yeah. And, like, maybe she'll have some ideas that I could also kind of run with and, like, make my own or use.
Ask anyone who lives around your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking to the person who's standing in the middle of a Walmart right now, looking at the aisles and feeling so overwhelmed, like, I gotta find this present for this one person or all these people, and they're feeling lost. What is your encouragement to them?
Yeah, I would say just don't stress about it. I think, like, the person that you were getting the gift for is going to know that you thought of them, and they're going to appreciate that. And that, like, that even sometimes more than the gift is like, wow, this person thought of me.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Also, you can always give gift receipts.
That's true. And like, if you don't like it, return it. Get the cash.
Get the cash. Get what you want.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I think there's no stress to give, like, the perfect gift. Or, like, I mean, obviously you want to give a good gift and something that that person would enjoy and want. But you don't have to stress, too, about it because they're going to appreciate it. And
Yeah. Wow, that's good. And guess what people usually say, even if they don't like the gift? Like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to use this, or I don't like the color, or whatever. They usually say, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
they do.
Most of the time, they don't say, I hate this color, or, something like that. So, that's good advice. Thank you so much for being a guest.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sharing. Yes, of course. It was awesome, you and your 4 names and all this. So, we hope this was an encouragement to everyone going into this holiday season. We hope you have such a Merry Christmas. We hope that you keep your eyes on Jesus, as he is, how do you say, the reason for the season. And we hope that stress will not be a part of your life as you continue to get gifts literally annually for these people. So, that's all we have to share. Any last final words?
Yeah, happy shopping.
Good final words, yes. Merry Christmas and happy shopping.
Merry Christmas.